Standing in Tadasana and really grounding down through your feet and lifting up through your chest. So we're just going to take a moment here to set up in our Tadasana. Connecting with your breath. Nice deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. So sensing the ground beneath you, whether it's the ground or floor, and maybe the clouds, the sky, the ceiling, the space up above you. Connecting with your breath and the sensations in your body. And we're going to move through a few standing cat and cow postures. So you'll notice I have my palms facing outwards. So turn your palms facing outwards. Notice how that encourages the shoulders to open. Shoulder blades kind of come closer towards one another. This will be our cow. And then we're going to exhale. Turn the palms in first and then out. The other direction, rounding down. Cat. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Really exaggerating the movements. Kind of arching the spine like we do in our cow. Exhale, round, turning the shoulders in. Our cat. So maybe closing your eyes. Noticing the different standing, weaving through the spine. A little more challenging for your balance. A couple more. Good, now coming back to neutral. Your palms can be wherever feels comfortable to you. And we're just gonna rotate the head around a couple times, releasing through the neck. Dropping the chin towards the chest, and then right ear, right shoulder, back, left ear, left shoulder, back to center. Noticing your breath. Inhale as you're coming up. Exhale as you're rounding and coming down. Pausing at any tight spots, giving a little extra attention. Good, deep breath. And then next time you come to center, let's reverse. Good, back to center, really rounding down. Good, stretching through kind of a cat posture, rounding the spine, tucking the chin. Good, then we'll inhale, open up, lifting the arms up, inhale, coming up on the toes if that's possible, and then exhale, heels back down, arms come down. Again, inhale, lifting up, coming up onto the toes, balancing there. Exhale, back down, weight back in the heels and lift your toes. Inhale, up, heels lift. Exhale, heels down, toes lift. One more time. Inhale. This time, pause at the top. Come as high as you can on your toes. And then exhale, fold down, forward fold. Heels come down last. So holding this forward fold for a few breaths. releasing through the neck. Maybe shaking the head yes and no. Sinking into gravity. Good, now bend your left knee and walk your hands on over to the left. So feel how that really turns and lengthens that right hip. So bring the weight into that left foot and think of dragging without moving the right foot, the straight foot. Deep breath. Exhale. Good. Straighten both legs. Come through center and walk the hands on over to the right. We'll bend that right knee. Feeling that stretch on the left hip. Just feeling the difference with that right knee bend. Again, you can kind of drag that left foot without dragging, without moving. Kind of an energetic pull. Stretch that left hip. Good, back to center. Again, releasing through the neck. Maybe bending one knee and then the other. And then we'll come to stillness. Inhale, lengthen, looking up, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Let's place the hands, step the feet back into our plank. Nice strong plank here. Maybe, again, bend one knee and then the other. So we're going to wave through a few plank to downward dog. If that's not your thing for today, just drop your knees and come down into that table and wave through some cat and cow stretches there. Otherwise, think of it like, again, a wave. You're waving through the spine. Lift the hips, bring the hips back. Downward dog. Inhale, round the spine, bring the weight forward, plank. Inhale, lengthen, back to downward dog. Exhale, back through plank. Nice and slow and controlled, really waving through that spine. Good. Good, then we'll pause in our plank. Really strong, pushing the mat away. Feel how strong you are. Then we'll lower all the way down, dropping the knees if you'd like to, all the way down onto your belly. Bring the hands right next to your ribs. Inhale, baby cobra. So just lifting up slightly. Exhale down. Push to the hands, come through tabletop. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog. That's a modification for sun salutation. Taking it whenever it serves you better. Good, deep breath. Good, let's look forward towards our hands, step those feet forward, nice and slow, controlled. We inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale, rising all the way back up. And lift up onto those toes again if you choose. Exhale, hands at heart center, heels drop down. Good, one more sun A. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. Strong plank. Again, taking that modification, lowering all the way onto your belly, or taking a chaturanga, hovering halfway, and then pushing up to upward dog. Exhale, downward dog.
Again, we're going to be flowing quite a few times throughout the class, so modifying however you need to. Deep breath. Good, looking forward towards the hands. Step the opposite foot forward first. Walking feet forward. Inhaling length. Exhaling fold. Inhaling, rising all the way back up. Exhale for hands through heart center. Good, again, I know I said one more, but I lied. One more. Inhale, lifting up, heels lift if you choose. Exhale, folding forward. Inhaling length. Exhaling down and back. Lowering down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Reconnecting with your breath in your downward dog. Think of lifting the hips up as high as you can. And dropping your heels down towards the ground. Spreading wide through your fingers. Maybe rotating the inside of that elbow towards the front of the room. The front of your mat. Good. One more breath here. We'll walk those feet forward again. Inhaling length. Exhaling fold. Inhale, rising all the way back up. Good, exhale. Chair posture, moving into a sun salutation V. So sitting the hips nice and low, bringing weight back into your heels. So hands can stay at heart center. Our arms can come out straight in front of you, or lift them up so they're right on either side of your ears. Good. Belly's nice and strong. Sitting your hips as low as you can. So we're going to go through this first sun V a little more slowly. Moving with our breath. Good. Sinking just a little bit lower. Good. Inhale, folding over straight legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, planting the hands, stepping the feet back, and dropping or modifying however you'd like. Lower. Inhale. Exhale. Good. From here, we're going to lift that right leg up. Really stack and open that hip. Good. Now bring that knee in towards your nose. And extend it back up again. Good, knee in towards nose, hug it in. Good, and we drop that right foot down. That left heel drops down, comes in a 45-degree angle, and we lift up. Warrior one. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, hands come back down. That right foot comes back. Flow through chaturanga or all the way onto your belly. Inhale. Shine your heart forward on that upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Good, again, stack and open that hip. Lifting the left leg. And we'll hug that in for a breath. See how close you can get that knee to your body. And extend. Hug it in one more time and place that foot down. So really articulate through the spine. Lead with the crown of the head as you lift up into your warrior one. Deep breath. Inhale, one more breath. Exhale, arms down. You come right into a downward dog. Or flowing through that chaturanga one more time. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale down. Good, so we're gonna build on from there. That's our sun salutation V. We're gonna add on to those standing postures. A lot of flow, a lot of movement. Good, looking forward towards your hands, stepping those feet forward. Inhaling, lengthening your spine. Exhale, lowering those hips down first. And then inhale, reaching arms up and back into that chair pose. So in chair, the weight is in your heels. So imagine your toes can dance. Lifting those toes up, moving them around. Good, deep breath, inhale. Exhale, back through standing. Okay, again, moving on from there. You don't want to do the flow as much. You can come right into the standing posture. Once we do one side, you know where we're going. So let's sit down low in our chair one more time. Again, hands can be in prayer in front of you or out alongside your ears. Deep breath here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Plant your hands, step your feet back. Lower down or come right into your downward dog. Inhale, exhale. Good, lifting that right leg, stack it open. Stretching that leg nice and long. We'll crunch that in towards your nose and then inhale, extend it. Good, crunch it in. Touch that right knee to your right elbow and extend. One more time, left elbow with that right knee and extend. This time, knee in towards nose and drop that right foot down. Good, warrior one. Again, lead with the crown of your head, really articulating through your spine. Back into our warrior one. So your hips are square to the front of your mat. Really bending into that right leg. Good, that left leg is strong. So your left foot is a power plug into your mat, energizing you. Nice strong left leg. Good, deep breath here, inhale. Exhale, we're gonna open up to warrior two. Hips open up to the side of your mat. Stretching those arms nice and long. Notice your pelvis. You don't want to push your bum out, right? Tuck your tail under, kind of shortening that space, engaging your core. Deep breath. Sinking maybe just a little lower. Then we inhale, reverse. Reverse warrior, reaching up with that right arm. Good, one breath here, inhale. Exhale, back to warrior two. Reach long over that right leg, side angle. Left arm comes up and over. Good, deep breath. Really tucking that right rib underneath you. If you're further to go, that hand can come towards your mat. Think of rotating up towards the ceiling or towards the sky if you're outside. Good. Last breath here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, brings you back up. And we'll pinwheel the hands on either side of the foot. Step that right foot back. Again, you can come right into downward dog here or lower through your vinyasa. Upward dog, downward dog. Here come those knees. Left knee on the other side. Open that left leg, stack and open that hip. That feels so good. Good. Now we hug that left knee in towards the nose and extend. Left knee, left elbow. Kind of make contact. Inhale, extend. You're gonna bring that weight forward too, like a plank. Left knee, right elbow. Extend. And hug that knee in as tight as you can and drop that left foot down. Right heel drops down. Good. Lifting up to warrior one. Just gonna switch sides so you can see me. So warrior one, your hips are square to the front of your mat. That back foot is at that 45-degree angle. Again, that's your power plug, really pushing into your mat with that right foot, energizing that right leg. Arms can lift up, or they can come more forward if that's better in your shoulders. Strong core, bend into that left leg. Deep breath. One more, inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Now the hips turn towards the side of your mat. Reaching long with those arms. Let's turn the palms up. Rotate those shoulders down. And then keep the shoulders there and turn the palms back. Deep breath. Sink down into that left leg. And then reverse. Lift up with that left arm. So your gaze can stay forward. If you're feeling a little more grounded, you can gaze up towards the hand. Strong core. Feel that stretch on the left side. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Back for a warrior two. Now reach long over that left leg. And come into side angle. Left elbow on the knee or hand onto the floor. Right arm up and over. We're creating one long line. Creating one long line from the right fingers all the way down to the side of the right foot. Tucking that left rib underneath you and kind of rotating open towards the ceiling. Good, beautiful side angles. Good, last breath here. Inhale, lifts you back up through our warrior two. And then we'll pinwheel again. Stepping left foot back. Again, right into our downward dog or cycle through your chaturanga. Inhale. Downward dog. Feel free to take a child's pose or come down into a tabletop. Just taking a breath here. Reconnecting with your breath. Good, looking forward towards your hands. Let's step those feet forward again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Good. Sinking those hips down, coming back into our chair as we lift arms back up. Deep breath. Exhale, back to standing. Good, so we're going to add on from there. We're going to move a little more quickly through those sequence of postures, and we're going to add two more. Coming to the top of your mat. Noticing what happens in your mind, or you're like, I don't want to do that all again, right? Just go with it. So let's sink down low in the hips, chair pose. Nice strong legs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Plant the hands, step the feet back. Again, downward dogs. Cycle through. Inhale. Exhale. Let's stack and open that right foot. Right hip. But this time we're just going to bring that knee in as tight as you can to drop that right foot down. Lift up and for warrior one. Good. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, warrior two. One breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reverse. Lifting that right arm up. A strong core, feeling the strength of that right oblique. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Side angle, reaching long. That left arm can come straight up to the sky if that rotation is a little bit tricky in your shoulder. Good. One breath here. Inhale, lifts you back up. So adding on, straightening that front leg. So reverse triangle, reaching up with that right side again, but now that right leg is straight. It's a reverse triangle. Good. Back, parallel to the ground. Now reach forward, triangle pose. Hand comes down towards the earth. Left arm reaches straight up to the sky. Good. You guys are going to be sick of sun salutations through at the end of this class. A lot of movement, right? I promise we'll pause at the end. Okay, looking down towards your toes. And inhale, reaches you back up. And we'll pinwheel the hands, cycle through, or just step to the top of your mat. You need a break. Lower down. Inhale up. Really shine your heart forward on that upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. Good. Stack and open that left hip. And then really hug that knee in as tight as you can. Strong core. Drop that left foot down. Reach up. Warrior one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, warrior two. Good. One breath here. Exhale, sink a little lower, then reverse your warrior. Reaching up to the sky. Good. Inhale. Exhale, side angle. Like tucking that left rib underneath you. One breath here. Exhale, inhale, lifts you back up. Now we straighten that front leg. Reverse our triangle, reach up. And the difference with straight legs. Good. Back to parallel, reach long, triangle. Deep breath. Moving just for a moment here. How much can you rotate? So you don't want to shorten through that left side. Lengthening through both sides, especially that left side. One more breath. Look down towards your toes. Strong core lifts you up. Good, then we'll cycle through. One last time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good, so always walk your feet forward, but I want to show you something. Bend through your knees. So it's like you're going to pounce, right? You lift your hips up. Bend through the knees, look forward towards your hands, and then hop forward and lengthen your spine, and then forward. So you can practice that in your practice, a little hop instead of those steps. Maybe that's not for you. I'm giving you something to try. Pull forward. Good. Drop those hips down. Last chair, I promise. Arms reach up. Good, and back. Move hands through heart center. Back to stand. Oh, good job, yogis. That was a lot of movement. Good. So let's step that right foot back. I'm sorry, left foot back. right foot forward. We're going to come into a high lunge so that left heel is lifted. Good. We'll bring arms up to start. So arms are just like our warrior one, but that back heel is lifted. If that's a little too hard on your balance, feel free to drop that heel down. Good. Now bring arms back behind you. Open up your heart center. This is a high lunge with our arm variation. Deep breath. Now drop that heel down. We're going to come into humble warrior. So you sink your heart down right to the left side of that right knee. Arms can come up overhead if you choose or not. It's a bit of a balance challenge, so nice and slow. If you need to stay up a little higher, go ahead and do so. You can always bring your hands down. Deep breath. Open up through the shoulders, really squeezing those shoulder blades together. Sinking down, humble warrior, which I love the name of this pose, but it is challenging. Okay, lowering the arms if they're lifted, lifting back up, releasing the arms. Let's turn feet parallel. Bring hands on hips. Again, open up through the heart and hinge at your hips as you fold forward. Bringing hands wherever you'd like. Come onto the mat. You can wrap your big toes, your peace fingers. A wide-legged forward fold. Taking your variation, bringing any movement in or stillness. Nice, deep breath. Inhale, lengthen, straighten your spine, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Good, let's bring hands back onto hips. Reverse that forward fold, lifting back up. Good. And we'll turn, so we can cycle through another vinyasa if you'd like, or you can just step to the top of your mats. We'll make our way onto our other side. So if you're cycling through, you're gonna, okay, so step back with your right foot now. Coming into a high lunge on the other side. So that right heel is lifted. We'll start with our arms straight, reaching up towards the sky. So that openness that we're going to with the arms, right, with the arms, forces your chest open. See if you can keep that openness in your chest with your arms lifted. Deep breath. Good. Now we bring arms back behind. So if you can't clasp your hands, you can grab for opposite elbows. I should have mentioned that on the other side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Drop that right heel down. And bring your heart right to the right side of that left knee. Deep breath. One more. Slowly lift back up. Releasing the arms. Again, turning feet parallel. This time, actually, we'll turn our feet out. Opening up the arms. 5-pointed star. So really feel, this is a very, what looks like simple posture, right? 5-pointed star. Really feeling the expansiveness, the openness. Reaching long, like our sun, right? Large and expansive. Take up as much space as you can on your mat. Feel your arms reaching to either side. Your feet are grounded down into the mat. Again, your core is strong, tail tucked under just slightly. Deep breath here. Good. Turn the feet slightly out, sink down through the hips. Goddess pose. Cactus the arms. But keep the openness through the chest. Good. Deep breath. Sink a little lower. Do a couple little pulses. Good. More. Okay, back to that 5-pointed star. We feel how lovely this pose feels. Good. Hands back onto hips. Turn and step to the top of the mat. Reconnect with your breath. Make our way into a standing balance. Let's ground through that left foot, really growing roots. We're going to lift that right leg up. So with your hands on your hips, you can feel if that right hip pops up. Try to keep your hips square as you just lift that right leg. So you can stay here, or you can reach for your knee. If you have further to go, you would reach for your right toe, big toe. But again, keep that hip level wherever you're reaching for. If you have your big toe, you might want to try to straighten your leg. Good, deep breath. So wherever you are, whether you have your knee, your toe, or you're just lifted, let's open it up to the right. Maybe if you have your toe, you gotta bend and go for your knee. Just think of opening up to the right, noticing how that changes your balance. Good, deep breath. If you fall out, it's okay, you get back in. Again, it's called yoga practice, not yoga perfect. Back to center. We're gonna switch. So if you have your knee, you're gonna grab it with the opposite hand. If you have your foot, you're grabbing the outside of your foot with your left hand. Wherever you are, we're twisting on open to the back of your mat. If you are grabbing for your foot, grabbing again the outside of your foot and twisting towards the back. Good. One more breath. Slowly coming back forward, releasing wherever your leg is. Switching sides. Growing roots on that right foot now. Feeling the levelness of your hips with your hands. Lifting that right knee. So even just lifting the knee with a strong core. It's great work for your balance. Great strengthening in your right ankle. So either, again, staying right there, reaching for the knee or the big toe, opening the leg if you choose. Breath here. We'll open up to the side. Good strong core. Noticing the movement, how it changes your balance. Good, back to center. Switching hands. Their knee or foot. And then trying to twist towards that leg. deep breath. Slow and controlled, we move back to center and release. I couldn't hear everyone, but I could see them. All right. So let's flow through our vinyasa. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. Nice strong plank or come right into your downward dog. Flowing through. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's drop the knees down. Coming into our tabletop. Feel free to take any movement here. That would feel good. Swaying hips side to side. Maybe moving through a few cat and cow. Eventually coming back to stillness. We're going to lift up onto the knees. Feel free to, we're going to spend a little bit of time on our knees here, so feel free to bring something for support under your knee. We're going to extend that right leg out. And lift the left arm up. So we're going to bend on over to that extended leg. Getting a nice stretch on the left side. So don't collapse in. Try not to back bend too much. But just reaching on over to the side. So strong oblique. So notice, right, if you are coming forward, then you are going to try to back bend. And if you're back bending, think of straightening out. Just being mindful. Trying to create kind of one, as if you're between two panes of glass. Good, one more breath here. Inhale, exhale, back through center. That left hand's gonna come onto the mat. And right arm lifts up. So this is a modified side plank. You can keep that left knee down or extend it long with the right leg. Wherever you are, think of reaching up, lifting up to the ceiling, to the sky. Good. Bringing left knee down if it's lifted, lifting back up, and switching sides. Right knee in. Left foot up. So nice strong core. That left arm comes down alongside your body, right arm up and over. So don't collapse into that left leg. That left hand should be very light. Be your core. So don't just push into that leg, especially anywhere near the knee. Again, in between the two panes of glass. Feel how much length you can get on that right side. Using that right oblique. Good, last breath here. Exhale. Right hand comes right down to the mat. Left arm reaches up. Staying here in the modified version or extending the leg. So just like in some of our standing postures, you're rotating open here. Beautiful to see the clouds. Feel the wind. One more breath. Good, bringing that right knee back in. You extend it and back up through center. Good. So camel posture. We did this in the last few weeks. The intense back bending pose. So you can curl your toes under if you'd like. Just noticing how that feels. We're gonna bring our hands as if you're putting them into jeans pockets. Hug your elbows in. Feel how already with your arms in that position, it kind of already opens up your chest. Good, so think of pushing the hips slightly forward, lengthening out through the crown of your head, and then back bending. So this could be as far as you want to go. If you feel like you could go a little bit deeper, back bend and lengthen at the same time. You can reach for the tops of your feet. So keeping the head in line with the spine, you can drop the head slightly. Just don't crunch through the back of the neck. Good deep breath. Slow and controlled, and we'll come back out. We're going to do one more of those. If your toes were curled under, sometimes it feels good just to tap the top of the feet. Good, and we'll come back in one more time. Hands on the lower back, fingers facing towards your feet. Inhale, lengthen. Again, squeezing the shoulder blades together, pushing the hips slightly forward, coming into your expression. Grabbing for the feet if you choose or not. So I'm coming out, but stay in it for just a moment longer. So a posture like this can feel very vulnerable, right? Your heart's exposed. So just noticing any feelings that come up. In a posture like this, you can even start to feel a little nauseous. Obviously coming out if it's bothering you too much, but sometimes poses that make us feel so open and vulnerable can be uncomfortable in our minds. Okay, slowly coming out. Nice and slow and controlled. We'll take a child's pose, rounding the back, bringing the forehead towards the floor. Reversing the spine. Reconnecting with your breath. Summertime gives us good reason to rest and relax. The heat makes us want to move slower and savor the moment. So savoring this moment of stillness. Lift back up. We're going to make our way into pigeon posture, which is an intense hip opener. If this is going to be a pigeon pose. If this doesn't work for you, then come onto your back. We do this posture on our back a lot. When you bring your ankle onto your thigh. I'm going to walk you through this, but if this doesn't work for you, then come onto your back and do the modified version. So coming into downward dog first, curl the toes under, lift the hips up. So again, lifting that right leg, really stack and opening that hip. And bring that knee in, really hug that knee in towards the right elbow. And then turn your foot so that left foot is coming towards your left hand. So ideally you're getting that chin kind of parallel with the front of your neck. That doesn't happen for like nearly everybody. So that foot's gonna want to come down, and that's okay. We're working to square the hips to the front of the mat, and then you can kind of feel, wiggle that left leg back to get the hips a little bit lower. So again, think of squaring the hips as much as you can to the front. And so you can stay here, or then eventually you can come down onto your forearms. But ideally you want that right foot kind of as far forward towards the top of your mat that you can get. Now think of that left leg. So the inside of my left leg is kind of rolling out. I'm going to tuck the top of my thigh underneath. So roll that left knee underneath so that it's touching the flat on the mat. Deep breath. So we're going to hold this for a little bit here. Come down a little lower as that hip opens up. Again, this is a pretty intense posture. It's a great hip opener though. Deep breath. Let's slowly lift up. Slow and controlled. Make our way onto the other side so you can sit onto that right hip and then bring that leg in. Make your way through the tabletop and come back into downward dog. Take a moment here though. Bend one knee and then the other. Feel the difference from one hip to the other. And then we lift that left leg, stack it open. Hug that knee in, bring the weight forward, and then bring that left ankle towards the right wrist. Then I wiggle, I use my right foot to pull my right leg back. Good, deep breath, really square those hips. Think of rotating that right leg so that knee is laid flat. Breath here, and then fold over that left leg. Pigeon might be one of my favorite postures. I feel like just like camel, you feel vulnerable and exposed with your heart. So out there, in postures like this, you're kind of like in your own little cocoon, your own little turtle shell. Plus, it's a great hip stretch. Good, last breath. Good, sitting onto the left hip now. We'll swing the legs out in front of us. We'll just take one forward fold before we make our way onto our backs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Really connecting with your breath. Good, lifting back up, making our way onto our backs. So maybe you just lay right down or come down slowly. Some control, using some core strength. Taking any movement that might feel good to you, hugging your knees in. Moving side to side. And we're going to finish with a twist. If you have a different variation of a twist you would like to take, please do so. Otherwise, hugging those legs in nice and tight. Then we'll drop them on over to the right side. So encouraging that left shoulder to stay down. Although it doesn't need to, I'd rather your legs be relaxed so you're not tensing anything in your legs. And let that left shoulder pop up. But if your legs are nice and relaxed and down, kind of open up that left shoulder, encouraging it to stay on the mat. Closing your eyes. We appreciate summer so much because it feels like we've earned it. We've worked through the year. Now we've made it through the cold of winter. I feel like this is even more appropriate for this summer, right? We've made it through a lot the last few months. Not to say that we're out of it, but maybe that we've earned it a little bit more. We're also halfway through the year. We're reflecting on New Year's resolutions or things you wanted to do throughout the year and realizing the accomplishments you've made or the goals you still have. Summer is a time to rejoice in the sense of well-deserved respite. Good, hugging your knees in and making your way over to the other side. You could say, I feel a little more grateful for the sunshine and the flowers, the leaves, the greenery that we have right now. The ability to get out and enjoy it. Good, coming back through center again. Taking any final movements that would feel good to you. Making your way into your Shavasana. We have expended energy in all of our movement today. Now your only job is to take a well-deserved rest. Once you get into your Shavasana posture, allow your feet to just flop open. Maybe you keep your hands on your heart center, your belly. Connecting to your breath a little more deeply. Maybe your hands are just down alongside your body. And take a nice deep breath in. Sigh it out through an open mouth. One more deep breath in.
and sigh it out. Taking that well-deserved rest. Relaxing every muscle in your body. Scanning through so that you're noticing any tension and then releasing it. Deepening your breath. Bringing your attention back into your space. This is a short little poem. Has a lot of meaning. It's called It Felt Love. How did the rose ever open its heart and give to this world all of its beauty? It felt encouragement of light against its being. Otherwise, we all remained too frightened. Maybe as you're making your way out of your Shavasana, just imagine the sunshine, some light, refueling you, re-energizing you, encouraging you. Eventually rolling over onto your right side, making your way into a seated position. Bring our hands together at heart center. Taking a moment of gratitude, whatever that might mean for you. Bringing something to mind that you're grateful for. May we be healthy in body, mind, and spirit. Namaste. Thank you